Welcome to the Recommended Daily Value Podcast, your daily dose into the health and wellness world.
Welcome back to the Recommended Daily Value Podcast, where we dive into everything health, fitness, and nutrition related 5 days a week in 5 minutes or less. This podcast is brought to you by Umzu, and I'm your host, Tyler Woodward. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because today we're talking about mouth taping. You may be wondering if this is a real thing that's here to stay or just another fad that will quickly be out of sight, out of mind. And in my opinion, mouth taping is here to stay. The whole point of taping your mouth is to shut your mouth overnight, which may seem a bit strange. But as you likely know, humans are designed to breathe through their nose, and mouth breathing today has become a bit of an epidemic. Here's 5 reasons why excess mouth breathing can be harmful. Number 1, you may be stressing your immune system. When you breathe through your mouth, you largely bypass our built-in filter system that is in your nose. When you breathe through your nose, you release significantly more nitric oxide into your nasal cavities, which not only helps to increase blood flow to the area, but also helps to fight pathogens and protect the body. Number 2, mouth breathing also causes you to offload too much CO2. While oxygen, or O2, always gets the spotlight, CO2 is equally as important. Your cells basically trade a molecule of oxygen for a molecule of carbon dioxide, absorbing a molecule of oxygen from your red blood cells and giving off a molecule of carbon dioxide to be delivered outside the body. It's like a 1-to-1 trade. CO2 is also a vasodilator and acts to increase blood flow to that area. Basically, the more CO2 your body produces, the more oxygen you can absorb and utilize. Without enough CO2, your body cannot use oxygen efficiently. Hence why when you hyperventilate, you feel very lightheaded. You're releasing too much CO2 relative to the amount of oxygen you're taking in. Because mouth breathing leads to the offloading of excess CO2, it can be thought as sort of a low-grade hyperventilation. Number 3, mouth breathing may harm your teeth. Teeth, just like your bones, are in part a big portion of your body's calcium stores. And just like your bones, they're constantly being broken down or demineralized and rebuilt or remineralized. In order for your teeth to be able to remineralize, they must be wet. When you mouth breathe, your mouth is more prone to becoming dry as you breathe air in and out, compared to keeping it sealed as you do when you're nasal breathing. And number 4, mouth breathing may change the structure of your jaw. You may have seen that mouth breathers have a certain look to them, as their jaw does not develop properly without the pressure of the tongue that it normally exerts onto the roof of the mouth. I think this is more of a chicken or the egg situation, as I think the malformation of the jaw from nutritional inadequacies can also lead to increased incidence of mouth breathing. That being said, there are some dramatic changes people have experienced to their jaw structure when they implement intentional restriction of mouth breathing. Either way, jaws not developing fully can restrict airflow, making it more difficult to breathe, potentially making you more likely to snore and to suffer from sleep apnea. And number 5, mouth breathing makes it harder to breathe. According to one study, mouth breathing offers up to 2.5 times more resistance compared to nasal breathing, but also leads to a decrease in airway size over time. Now, there's not much evidence on the effectiveness of mouth taping, besides the one study I'm going to cover tomorrow, but anecdotally, many people experience profound benefits from mouth taping, including obviously reducing snoring, better quality sleep, waking up feeling rejuvenated, along with all the other benefits improving sleep can have. That being said, I don't really think mouth taping is special. It's just a means of ensuring that you breathe through your nose at night. If you naturally do this, then taping your mouth isn't likely to do anything. I personally have found mouth taping to be very beneficial and think everyone should do it at least once for a few weeks to ingrain the habit of nasal breathing. Well, that's it for this episode, so make sure to try out mouth taping for yourself and see how it goes. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share it with a friend. And remember, these opinions are my own, based on my own research and experiences, and is not medical advice. Till next time, be good.